So I just wanted to talk about this mysterious case involving a 25-year-old Charlotte woman who mysteriously passed away out in Cabo, Mexico. Since Halloween weekend, 4 American people have died vacationing out in Mexico, 3 in Mexico City and 1 in Cabo that we are going to discuss today. Shanquella Robinson was a 25-year-old woman from Charlotte, North Carolina. She had multiple businesses and was a very popular kids hair braider. From the looks of her social media, she loved to travel and took trips to Jamaica, Tennessee, and Vegas, and more recently her trip to Cabo, Mexico. On October 28th, Shanquella left to Mexico with a group of 6 friends to celebrate one of their birthdays, but what happened to her is still unknown. On Friday, October 28th, Shanquella had spoke with her mother and told her that they had a chef and were about to eat. But by Saturday afternoon, Ms. Robinson received a frantic phone call from the people Shanquella was with, stating that Shanquella wasn't feeling well and she had alcohol poisoning, and they couldn't get a pulse and they were going to call a doctor. Shanquella ended up passing away and her friends returned to the U.S. without her. Now, Shanquella's family and friends were not buying this story at all and called the FBI and Mexico police, and the autopsy revealed something different.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
And the autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Said that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
If the autopsy report revealed that Shanquella suffered from a broken neck and spine, why did her friends tell her mom that she was sick from alcohol poisoning? These are the questions Shanquella's family is asking. Since this incident did take place in Cabo, it has been recommended that Shanquella's family hire a private investigator.
Nearly 2 weeks and $6,000 later, her body is back home. But answers have been hard to come by.
You know, I know that's not going to bring my child back, but I want something done about it.
Queen City News has spoken with officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico who refute the claim that Robinson was murdered, saying the police's initial indication is that there was no clear evidence of foul play. Here in Charlotte, her family refuses to believe their daughter's death was an accident.
The friends Shanquella went on this trip with have been receiving a lot of backlash. A lot of people think that they may have went on this trip to set Shanquella up. Some people think that something must have occurred when they arrived, but none of the people in the group Shanquella was with are speaking up or out about this, which has everyone given them the side eye. A lot of people have this mentality that if you come together, you leave together, and feel that the group should have stayed in Cabo with Shanquella's body until they found out what actually happened or what was going to happen. Now, we're not here to point any fingers. I'm just sharing the information that I've learned, and I can't lie, this is a little fishy. I am interested in seeing you guys' opinions about this, and hopefully Shanquella's family gets the answers they deserve.
She had a heart of gold. She loved everybody, and pretty much everybody loved her.
An official with the State Department told us they're helping the family obtain reports from authorities and recommend the family hires a private investigator and an attorney if they question the circumstances surrounding Shanquella's death.